Thank you very much. I'm Jage Justin, and I work in a program known as the National Value Chain Support Program, commonly known as the E-voucher program. And this program is in the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. And this program is a program which is meant to enable small-scale farmers be able to access subsidized inputs through the E-voucher system. And this program is an engineered way of managing subsidies in Kenya. And we target small-scale farmers who are engaged in the production of Irish potato and maize, among other crops, so that we can be able to support them and be able to get the subsidized inputs. And of course, unlike in the previous subsidy program, we normally focus on providing a package to each of the selected farmer, which involves the fertilizers, the agrochemicals, rime, and also green potato seed to be able to support them and engage in commercialized farming. And what the government does through the program is that the farmer is expected to contribute 60% of the cost of that particular input, and the government will be able to top up the remaining 40%. And we do this through the local agro dealers, because the program has been able to procure and pre-qualify local agro dealers who are within the vicinity of the farmers, whereby once a farmer is registered, because the first thing for a farmer to do is to seek for registration, and this is done by the Land Agricultural Officers, and we normally encourage the farmers to visit the Land Agricultural Officers for them to be registered. And once you are registered, of course, you'll get a confirmation message that you have been captured in the e-system, and from there you can now be able to visit the same agricultural officer, the Land Agricultural Officer, who will be able to verify your details in the system. He or she will be able to see all the data parameters relating to your farming as captured during the registration. And after doing this, you'll also be able to give you an e-voucher. An e-voucher is a code, it's just a coded message, a message with a code. Once you get that particular voucher, you'll now be able to, it also explains what you're intended to, the fertilizer, the number of fertilizers, the liters of agrochemicals, the number of bags of rime, and also the quantity of the seed. So once you have that voucher, you need to take it to the nearest pre-qualified agro dealer under the e-voucher, and once you submit it to the agro dealer, he or she will now be able to pick that code, and you'll be able to process that particular e-voucher. And of course, at that particular point, we expect you to have the 60% loaded in your M-Pesa account, which now will be deducted automatically once that code is captured in the agro dealer gadget. And after that, of course, it triggers the 40% generation from the government, and through the system, we are able to combine the 40% from the government and the 60% which has been paid by the farmer, and be able to wire it to the till account of the agro dealer. This is a real-time transaction, and it takes less than 3 minutes. And once you do this, of course, once the agro dealer confirms he has received the 100%, of course, he is able to issue the farmer with the necessary inputs. So we encourage our farmers to be able now to seek more information from the nearest agricultural offices from the county, because we have been able to train most of these Land Agricultural Officers and their seniors, and of course they have a lot of information in case one needs some clarity. Thank you very much.
And a question, just a question. How do you choose your farmers? How do you narrow down that this farmer is qualified and this farmer is not qualified? How do you narrow down? Because that is a question that I know most farmers are going to ask. How do I get to access this?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good question.
Yes.
Of course, for a farmer, we focus on registering all the farmers. But going by the details you provide during the farmer registration, that's a key parameter, of course, which determines whether you qualify or not. For example, if you are in a certain county and we are focusing on the Irish potato, and when we were capturing your data during registration, you said that you don't engage in Irish potato production. Of course, the system is able to automatically disqualify you. It's able to sense that your data fields is talking of you being a farmer on Irish potato. That's a key thing. The other key parameter is that you must also be able to afford the 60% part of your contribution. And of course, this is also done on first come, first serve basis. Once we have farmers and we have allocated some resources in that particular county, of course, we focus on first come, first serve basis depending on the resources we have. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's excellent. And then, when is this opened? Is it any time of the year, or there are particular times that it is opened for farmers to come and access these facilities?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think what we normally do, especially prior to the season, of course, we normally open up and activate the vouchers. And we do this, of course, before we do this, we normally send a bulk SMS to all the farmers who are in the system, because when doing the registration, of course, we capture even their Safaricom numbers, cell phone numbers, and we are able to dispatch bulk SMS to each and every farmer, alerting them that the vouchers are active and they need to visit the Land Agricultural Officer for verification.
Excellent. So this is during the planting seasons, because we have like 2 planting seasons in a year for most, or is it throughout the year that they can access this facility?
Yeah, this is we normally focus on before the onset of every season. That's when we focus on this. But you remember there are some counties, of course, whereby because there is a continuous thing. Like of course in Nyandarua, working with the counties, we normally, of course, we activate the vouchers throughout the year in the counties where, of course, production is throughout the year. And of course, even in terms of where we are also, because we are also doing rice, of course, we are also guided on when the season starts and when, of course, they are fully prepared in terms of the water system and other things. Then we, working with the counties, we are able to activate the vouchers at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We really appreciate wakulima you've had. You don't need to be stranded to get your inputs. The government is there ready to help you with the percentage that is allocated for you. So kindly get to your nearest so that you can register. Registration is key, so don't think it will just come. You have to go and register and be particular on what you are farming so that you can access this facility. We thank you so much, and we thank you for helping our farmers. Kindly subscribe, stay tuned to us. This is something that you cannot let go. This is something that you have to find out from your nearest agricultural officer in your area or office in your area. You'll be helped. Mpaka tusaidike. Asanteni sana. Thank you. See you in the next one.